Hey, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Miren, estamos aquí en Milwaukee, en Wisconsin, en la parte de bayview. Venimos a ver un poquito de una ofrenda que nos traen diferentes personas y no se alcanza a ver muchos de este tipo de cosas aquí en Milwaukee y es un encanto que personas traigan este tipo de cultura. Les voy a presentar a la persona que hizo toda esta ofrenda y lo ha hecho cada año. Vamos a darle un poquito de información después, pero mientras vamos a tener unas preguntas. Hi, how are you?
Hey,
what's your name? First of all, what's
Jason,
your name?
Jason Gonzales.
Jason Gonzales.
Yes.
You've been living here in Milwaukee for how many years?
My entire life.
Your entire life.
Yeah,
How do you like it?
Yeah, love it. I was born actually in another neighborhood on the east side in River West.
Okay.
And then I moved here probably just 6 years ago. So
Perfect. And how do you like it here so far?
It's different.
It's different. Yeah,
It's very different than what I'm used to. So
Okay.
I think probably year 5 is when I finally felt like a little bit comfortable, you know, but
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's a wonderful neighborhood. It
Yeah.
just takes a lot of getting used to.
For sure. Yeah, I really like this neighborhood. Like I drive around here and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it, and we just want to know some a little bit of you, a little bit of this whole thing. You know,
Yeah.
like I was saying, in Milwaukee, we don't really see this type of thing. So, first of all, let's say, how long you been doing this for?
So, so my mom passed away probably 4 years ago, and that first year she passed away, I didn't really know how to process it, and I started it with just these 3 stairs right here. It was me and my daughter that did it. It was very small.
Okay, at the beginning it was just
just that.
stairs right here.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Yep. And then slowly it just started growing. So the next year I put a tent out, and then the next year I made stairs. Just like more and more stuff. It just started growing, you know. But it's very like my mom. So I did it because of my mom. My mom was a teacher. She worked at it's called Spanish Emergence. It's in Milwaukee, MPS. And she would have this thing about like they'd give her a project and she'd start it, and then it would kind of get to be too big. Like she would just like start doing more and more and more and make it grow and grow and grow. So I didn't realize it when I was doing this at the time, but that's kind of what happened, where I started small and just started growing, and then I think the community spirit is what now took control of it. And so that's really what's making it grow.
Right. And that was my other question actually. That was so the main reason was your mom passing away.
Yep.
Sorry about that. Sorry to hear that. So that was the main reason.
Yeah.
And you just keep doing it because you like it?
No, so I mean, where I grew up, right, in my home, my mom had, I remember in her room, there's like on her dresser, there's a candle, pictures of people that died, very normal. Scary statue of Jesus, right? Like there's that, and my grandparents lived downstairs, and it was exact same thing, right? So scary statue of Jesus. I remember they had a hologram Jesus that was bloody and then smiley, like it was weird, but that's what they had, right? And then the pictures of people that died, the candles and the whole thing. So I just like grew up with that, just knew it. I knew ofrendas, I just knew that, right? So it wasn't anything new or different. So when I did that when my mom died, like for me it was just a very normal thing. And then the second year, people asked if they could put pictures on it, and so I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
Then the third year is when I just kind of opened it up, and I put a sign out, and I was like, hey, if you want to put pictures out, put pictures out. And the media caught a hold of that, and then more and more. I mean, people were coming from Chicago, from Green Bay, from Madison, like it was intense.
You know, you will never expect to see something like this in Milwaukee. You know?
Yeah.
Like even though there is a high population of Hispanic people, Latinos, but even that, like, there's no people who take their time to do all this.
Right.
And you did it, and like we're thankful for that. We appreciate it. We like to see these kind of things, you know.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's kind of what happened. So at this point, I started off doing it for my mom, and then this year was really like I almost have an obligation to the community now, right? Like people
Right.
are coming, like, "Hey, are you gonna do it again?"
Right.
You
Right.
know?
Yeah. I was actually looking forward.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like-
looking forward to see it.
I guess,
see that
like,
you
I
have-
just become that guy, right?
Yeah.
So
I see that you have some information over there. Can you just explain a little bit of what is over there? I took a picture and it's gonna be here, but still, like, coming from the person doing it.
yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like an explanation of stuff. In the beginning of how we started, and then there's what you'll see in other places too, and I don't know if this is mentioned, but there's also a sign over there that talks about the other reason why I do this is bring attention to the addiction issue in Milwaukee. So it's one of these silent killers that is just running through our neighborhoods,
Right.
specifically the South Side. I mean, it's one of the highest rated overdose neighborhoods is right there, right in the South Side, and I feel like there's not a lot of attention that's brought to that. So last year when I was doing it, people were leaving a lot of pictures that from people that died from drugs and alcohol.
Okay.
And so this year, I just put a little donation tip jar out there for anybody that wants to donate
Okay.
to Fourth Dimension Sobriety, which is a sober living house and treatment center here in Milwaukee.
Perfect. We're gonna put a link in the description so people can go see and support that.
Yeah, and I actually built another ofrenda over there in their backyard. So
Oh, you have one more. Okay.
I'm just kind of like all over.
you start opening locations.
Right.
Okay.
Franchise my ofrenda.
There we
building.
go. Okay. All right. So another question will be if you can just explain a little bit of what you have here.
Yeah, so
I see
I'll-
some cempasúchil, some candles. So if you can just give us
Yeah.
like a little overview of what's going on here.
So I'll give just kind of like the brief history, like how I understand it, which is probably wrong. You had the indigenous living there, and they had a celebration. Then when the Spanish came, they had a celebration for the All
Muertos.
Saints Days, All Saints Day.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So very similar. So you had one Aztec tradition that was celebrating the dead, and then you had this other one that was celebrating All Saints.
Right.
Spanish came, weren't kind, obviously ran through everybody, including traditions, stole traditions, and everything. I think this is one of those things where two traditions kind of melted together and created something beautiful, right? And so you'll see a lot of Catholic representation here,
Right.
and then you'll see a lot of the skull representation, right? Celebrating the dead and the people that have passed.
I see that you also have La Virgen de Guadalupe over here.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming your mom, your family, they always had it as well.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was everywhere.
I bet.
I remember this one time when I was thinking about this. Like, I remember this one time I went there, and they were watching a video. It was some old video of people just waiting for her to appear.
Right.
And they were sitting there for like probably 3 hours just watching this video. And I had to sit there and watch this video. And I was like, so that was my family, right? So obviously like that will be represented everywhere here. Over there in that end, I haven't put everybody up, but that's going to be just kind of like the spot dedicated to my family. My mom is right there.
Okay.
In the past, I've put my mom kind of over there, but now I kind of feel because I've opened this up to the community,
there's more to add.
Yeah, right. And I just want her to be a part of the process with me, right? So now she can like be a part of it. This was one of the first things up, and now she's part of the creation with me. So I'm gonna create the whole thing.
No, that's
so it's rather than the last thing that I put out, it's the first thing that I put out.
No, it's great, and like I said, we're thankful to have this in Milwaukee. We don't really see these kind of representations. And so when do you usually set up everything? Like, do you have like time?
I started this year. I started in September, I believe.
Okay.
Oh no, mid August is when I started.
Okay.
And it was just slowly every day coming out here, putting up something. It takes a long time.
Yeah, and I see
takes
that
a
you have
long
an
time.
Instagram page.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it here as well. We're gonna put a screenshot. Go follow.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just beautiful to see all this. And there you can you guys can see all the process of it.
Yeah,
I see that you uploaded some pictures.
Some of the stuff that, you know, like, I think I bought some of the stuff this year. A lot of things I inherited from my mom or my grandma when she passed, and I also think that it's important to create the stuff as well, right? Not just buy it because anybody can go to. I mean, it's become commercialized ever since Coco, right? So you can go out there and buy stuff.
A lot of
so
stuff. Yep.
for me, it's important. Like, how can I create this piece,
Or
or try to
authentic.
or try to find something that's authentic,
Right.
rather than buying what's just readily available.
And it has a more powerful meaning to you. I'm assuming.
Yeah. And I already started working on a piece for next year.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
I start just slowly. I have this playroom in the basement, so my kids are playing. I'm doing stuff, and I'm running over there playing, and then I'm doing stuff, and I'm running over there playing.
How involved are your kids? Like, are you kind of like, you know,
My daughter,
inform them about these culture?
my daughter is out here with me daily doing it. My son is too young; he's 2.
Okay.
So he just, me and my daughter will put stuff out here, and he'll come out here and kick it over.
That's great. That's great.
But she's been out here since we started. So, since the first time that we put these stairs out, she was with me in the process. It's just one of those things that we do together.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's gonna create beautiful memories.
It's and like, it's so important for me to like share pieces of my culture.
Right.
Because as I get further away, and as generations get further away,
It kind of fades
unfortunately, shit fades away.
Right.
Sorry.
No, you're good. No, you're
Right?
good. You're good. Yeah.
And so, like, I experienced that. I see that in my grandma, who I lived with, and then how that happened with my mom, and then me. And I'm like, I need to be able to, like, it's my responsibility to bring as much tradition and life to my
Right.
family as possible.
Right. That's beautiful. Another thing, well, first of all, we see a lot of pictures from different people, and like as you mentioned, people were coming here that were asking if they can add some kind of pictures from their loved ones.
Yeah.
And do you have any like application requests, or like do they have to do something before they put it here?
No.
How does that work?
So, come anytime. It's open 24/7. There are people here always. And just bring a picture. You waterproof it yourself, right? Get it laminated because it's going to rain. And or we have a little lamination weatherproofing station over there.
I noticed that last year, and that's really thoughtful of you.
Yeah.
You're helping people to actually come here and be part of this.
So really, I think the main thing is just come here and experience it. I love looking out of my window and just seeing people like here or driving into my driveway, and people are gathered in my driveway. Just having a moment. Like, I've seen so many moments, so many.
Like right now, you tell me this, it gives me goosebumps. Like I can picture like a family going through something really hard, and like remembering their loved ones, and just by seeing this and putting a picture, it will probably mean a lot to them.
Yeah, it does. It's like, it's similar for people. It's similar like to them going to a gravesite. Yeah. That's how I see people. That entire family show up together, like you said.
Yeah.
I've had conversations with people, like very meaningful conversations with people while I'm taking out the garbage. I mean, it does a lot for me. That's not why I do it, but it's a beautiful byproduct of the whole thing. Yeah.
No, that's perfect. So when is gonna be the last day that people can see it?
The plan is November, the second week in November. Last year the weather came and took it all away. But I worked really hard on making this thing secure. So hopefully it'll last.
Okay.
Second week of November for sure. No matter what happens, I will be out here building it. It will make it to November 1st.
There we go.
Come anytime and drop off
Yeah.
the pictures. And if you come and it's destroyed and you see me out here trying to fix it, lend a hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that will be amazing. And guys, please be mindful that this is a house actually, so please be respectful and just come here and enjoy the whole thing. It's beautiful. Like I say, I was here last year and I noticed that it was like on Instagram on different pages, and I was like, oh, that looks really nice. Where is it? Milwaukee. Oh wow,
Oh,
okay.
that's funny.
Let's go see it.
Yeah.
And while I was driving here, like it gave me some type of vibe, energy. Just seeing these at night, it's just beautiful. So
Yeah.
once again, thank you so much. We
Yeah,
appreciate
man,
that
yeah.
you do this for the
I'm glad you can see it all lit up now. Like
Yeah.
the candles are coming out.
Perfect timing.
So,
It was perfect timing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Es una casa. Sean respetuosos, por favor. Vengan a verlo. We're gonna share your Instagram. So we're gonna put a screenshot somewhere here.
Okay.
Please go follow. And we're gonna all the communities or groups that you support. Just send us our way.
Okay.
We'll put it in the description. And yeah, it's amazing. Thank you so much for doing this. We're gonna take some more videos around here. This video is gonna be linked as well with the 5K going on next week.
Oh, nice.
It's related to diademuertos at Zócalo.
Oh, I didn't know that
it's-
was happening.
Yeah, it's
cool.
it's a
Yeah.
5K. So we should be running there as well.
Nice.
And yeah, once again, thank you so much for everything. It was really nice meeting you.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for your
Thanks
time.
for coming out.
Thank you for your time. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't have words. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank
See you guys here.
Las ofrendas son una forma de recordar a nuestros seres queridos que han pasado a mejor vida y venerarlos. En este caso, como podemos ver, las ofrendas tienen algo en peculiar, lo cual es el color, las flores, que siempre son cempasúchil, tienen veladoras y también tienen las fotos de las personas que pasaron una mejor vida. Como pueden ver aquí, también tenemos algunos detalles que son de la cultura mexicana, como son unas calaveras con vestidos. Tenemos a la Virgen de Guadalupe en el centro y también tenemos unos que otros santos alrededor. Tenemos también a Frida Kahlo, que últimamente se ha hecho muy popular y claro, es parte de nuestra cultura como mexicanos. Las lucecitas que le pusieron para agregar un tono más acogedor a que se vea la ofrenda. Y también se supone que en las ofrendas les tenemos que poner a nuestras personas queridas lo que les gustaba, cómo era comida, cómo era su bebida, cómo eran dulces. Eso se hace en una ofrenda. El único problema aquí es que como está al aire libre, está en la calle, no queremos atraer animales o si acaso pueden pasar personas a agarrar algo. Entonces por eso es la razón de que no hay comida en esta ofrenda o bebidas, porque está al aire libre. Como pueden ver, tiene diferentes escalones y como nos contaba Jason o nos cuenta en la entrevista, empezó solamente con 3 escalones. Después lo empezó a hacer más grande, personas empezaron a venir y quisieron preguntarle si podían ellos ser parte de eso. Empezaron con unas fotos, como pueden ver aquí, con unas fotos de sus seres queridos y se hizo tan grande que personas empezaron a solicitar si podían poner a sus seres queridos en esto y ya hasta tenemos aquí algunas otras fotos colgando. Y Jason, muy buena persona siendo él, tiene una estación que a lo mejor más al rato le vamos a mostrar, donde pueden laminar sus fotos para que si es que llega a llover no les pase nada a esas fotos. Todas están laminadas con plástico para que sean resistentes al clima que hay aquí. Como les comentaba, Jason puso aquí una estación pequeña para las personas que quieran poner sus fotos. Las pueden laminar, las pueden poner con plástico y así si llega a haber lluvia o tan solo el clima, no les va a pasar nada a sus fotos. Ok, aquí les puse una mesita Jason donde tienen tijeras, tienen durex o tape y así las pueden laminar. Les pone también plástico, ahorita no lo tiene, pero les pone plástico para que lo pongan. Y para que las puedan colgar, le ponen unos clips que usan para colgar todas las fotos que tienen alrededor y no se vayan con el viento o algo así. Una de las cosas buenas y algo que sí se puso pensamiento en eso, aparte de mostrar toda la ofrenda y ver lo hermoso que es, fue que Jason quiso poner todas las donaciones que pueden hacer, porque aquí pueden hacer donaciones, ya sea tanto en efectivo, en cash, lo pueden poner de aquel lado, o pueden hacer donaciones por Venmo y Cash App, que son dos aplicaciones en las cuales pueden mandar dinero. Ese dinero va a ser utilizado para un centro de ayuda para personas que sufren de adicciones, que sufren en poder pasar ese trago amargo que han llevado en toda su vida. Entonces es lo que hizo Jason, quiere apoyar a ese tipo de comunidades. Y en Milwaukee últimamente se ha visto mucho eso, personas teniendo muchos problemas con adicciones. Entonces, aparte de ver lo hermosa que es la ofrenda, ayudar a otras personas, también ayuda a comunidades, que es algo muy bueno por parte de él. También cuando vengan, aquí hay un lugar donde Jason puso un poquito de información de lo que es una ofrenda, de qué lleva, cuál es su significado. Por decir, pone qué son las calaveras, el significado, también pone del cempasúchil, pone de la comida y las bebidas que se ponen, el por qué se pone, y un poquito de información básica acerca de las ofrendas, todo lo que conlleva tener una ofrenda. Y algo que me gustó mucho al principio, que puso en la descripción, es que al tener una ofrenda nos muestra que la muerte no es la última etapa, sino que siguen viviendo. Hay algo más allá de eso, y al tener una ofrenda mantenemos todavía vivos espiritualmente a las personas que desgraciadamente fallecieron, pero todavía viven en la mente de las personas, en el corazón de las personas, y esta es una muy buena forma de tener a todos ellos presentes, teniendo una ofrenda como esta.